Hey everyone, welcome to the second Ouro Devlog. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off from last week, talking about teams. I'm going to hop on the platform and show you guys what that looks like and what that functionality is for and how to use it. And then we're going to get into a little bit about our go-to-market strategy and how that's shifted since the beginning and sort of what we've learned that's led to that shift. So let's get into it. All right, here we are on the main feed. You'll see on the sidebar here, we've got this new section for teams. So you can see here, these are some of the ones that I'm a part of now. You can click in here and see all the ones that you're a part of, but also on the sidebar, you'll see new teams that you can discover and potentially join if you're interested. So I'm kind of actually a part of every team because I've been the only one who's making them so far. And yeah, so I have nothing on the sidebar here, but yeah, the idea with these is just that, just like you have this main feed, which is actually a collection of all the different teams that you're a part of put together. So it's sort of like, again, like your curated um, collective feed. You could go into an individual team and have a feed just for that content. So sort of thinking about it like a subreddit or like a X community where the content that you see on that feed is really just for that specific topic or community. So you can see here we're in this forecasting team. You'll see content related to forecasting. Um, Come back out, you could see we've got data science, astronomy, macroeconomics, consciousness, artificial intelligence. Um, so the idea with this is just to kind of help you organize your thoughts when you're trying to create on the platform or when you're just browsing and discovering on the platform. You can have a better sense of either like what you're looking for and finding that, or when you're creating, what's the audience that I'm putting this content out to. So yeah, that's the idea. We have these for sort of the global general context, but also if you're part of any organizations, you'll find that there are teams and feeds within there as well. So in this new SOT organization, we have a couple teams. This one doesn't have many, but here's another. There's a sort of product specific team so that you could come in here and if you're working on a product or other ways to use teams might be different departments in the organization, initiatives, and products or projects. Those are great use cases for setting up a team for them. But yeah, here we are. That's the kind of general idea. Anyone can make a team. New team here, and yeah, have fun with it. Thanks. All right, now I want to talk a little bit about how Oro's go-to-market strategy has evolved and sort of what we're working on now and how we've led up to that. So originally, and really this is still part of the grand plan, but Oro was designed for data scientists and technical creators to be able to share and monetize their work. So imagine like a data scientist on the side, they've built this cool model that does something useful for them. Um, I always love to use this example, but there's one where somebody builds a computer vision model to help golfers improve their swing. So they've done all the work to create that and turn that into something really useful. But as a data scientist, they don't really have the experience needed to actually turn that into a full-fledged business. Or if they did, it would take a lot of effort, a lot of time, and quite a bit of an investment. So the idea was that Aura would be the platform for that model to live and to be able to be used and ideally like serve as a way to generate income for that data scientist. Um, in order to find people like this working on projects like that, I initially started on Twitter or X, and looking at some of the communities there, like Build in Public and the indie hacker kind of community. And what I found was wasn't really a great initial target audience. Um, I need to adjust it just slightly in the way that I find those communities, because what I was actually coming across was people that were already trying to start businesses with their projects um, were coming across my stuff, but because they had already thought about how they were going to monetize it and how they were going to distribute their product, they weren't really looking for, I guess, that alternative option. Um, the problem that Oro was solving was not the problem that they had. They were trying to get adoption and users, and um, that's basically what we're trying to do too. So we have the same problem. Um, so I've sort of shifted a little bit, having learned that and seeing how that goes. I've started to shift towards the enterprise approach, where now our new supply side target demographic is AI companies. And so the idea with the AI companies as sort of the new kind of persona that I want to bring onto the platform was that they had already built their thing, they built their product, and they're now just looking for alternative and additional distribution channels. So that's exactly what Oro can provide. They bring their API onto the platform, and now it's really just another way to interact with that suite of tools. Um, Additionally, to like, I don't have to go through the process of trying to convert a data scientist into an entrepreneur, sort of. Um, they're already thinking about their business approach, and um, I've found are more open to sort of alternative distribution paths, because especially with these API companies, that is sort of the nature of their distribution. It's through multiple different sources consuming that single API is how they're earning money. So just another source is um, exactly how it's meant to go. So there's also some additional reasoning on why enterprise is our first sort of target demographic that we're trying to bring onto the platform. Um, because Oro is a platform, there's sort of a chicken and egg problem where sort of the vast majority of our users aren't going to come to join the platform until we have a suite of tools and functionalities that make the platform sticky, fun, helpful, useful, um, which will be coming through sort of the AI API services that our providers add. And so by going after the providers first, the ones that are going to be bringing their APIs onto the platform so that people can use them there, um, we're laying the foundation for having a platform that really is very useful and um, good and fun to use. Um, so yeah, working, I've got probably like a set of 5 or 6 API companies that I want to bring on. Um, Once I've done that, then I can start focusing on the individuals, the ones that are going to be actually using these APIs to help them with their work, um, create content, um, solve their problems and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the reasoning for going after enterprise first, or the API companies first, bringing them onto the platform.